Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, it's that type of situation, man. That snow is crazy. Hope y'all doing well everywhere you are and everywhere you're not. Peace. So, this guy, man, like, I don't understand some things that people do, you know. Smack White. Smack White is the gentleman in the thumbnail who's been regarded for a very long time as the godfather of battle rap, right? And it's for many, many good reasons why he's a godfather of battle rap. Like, seriously, right? But then, it just, he said something recently that kind of like, it just it doesn't really sit well. It doesn't sit right with me. Like, yo, dude, you are extremely successful in battle rap. This is what I want to say with people sometimes. When you reach a certain level of accomplishments in your life, and then you get to a point where maybe you become you reach a plateau, maybe, or a point where you assess what you went through that got you where you are. And then when you want to get a chance to insult the very same people, ridicule, ignore, dismiss, disrespect the same people that supported you in your efforts over the last couple decades, to me, it's completely disingenuous. It's disingenuous. Like, I remember following this guy, not even following, because this was before YouTube. When I say this, when he won, I believe it was the DVD of the Year award or something like that. DVD of the Year with this mixtape personality, Justo. Rest in peace to Justo. I remember when Justo, right, honored Smack with an award. This dude was putting in work in the streets. Among Varma High was putting work in the streets, work in the community, putting in all kinds of classic material that you could not find anywhere else. Raw, unadulterated, aggressive, hip hop content, fire content, and got it recognized by Justo. Again, rest in peace. I remember him that far, that far. I didn't even know what he looked like until he accepted that award. Fast forward to all the way now, you get on a Twitch stream with one of your main top shotters, Tay Rock. Couple topics come up, and you express displeasure about, oh, no more streaming or no more pay-per-views or whatever it was, but it's the way you conveyed. Well, even before that, before we even get to the streaming, before you even get to the streaming part, when you start making commentary about another gunner that you have or that you've had in your stable, some Geechee Gotti, and how you ridiculing people who consistently talk about like how wrong Geechee Gotti was for committing a crime, and you just want to support disrespecting people who have an open mind, who are being critical, disrespect people in the community who are saying, yo, basically, yo, shame on you for making a decision to throw your freedom away And that's supposed to be bad. That's not of the street. As if just because you have street music, arts, culture, knowledge in your moniker that you made up, right? That you've had for 20 years ago, as if that's supposed to be praised and exalted forever. Like, when do you ever evolve? Just like you made a decision to leave YouTube because, oh, YouTube, they're getting all the money. You want to own your content, monetize your content. Now you launched an app. Years ago, you launched an app with 10 years. And then this is what you're doing because you believe in owning your material and masters and all that. Akin to, record label masters, ownership is key. We understand that. Cool. Yeah. But then you want to disrespect folks who are of the community, who pay for your services, pay for your products, have gotten janky work back. And what I mean by janky, some of your employees, or what you call independent contractors, or you call battle rap people in your contracts, or whoever who rocks with you to perform, some of them have not been given good work over the years, man. Consistent choking, consistent unprofessionalism, consistent lack of respect for even the supporters. The list goes on. I know because I had the app. Had is the key word. I had the app. Been following this thing for a long time. I don't have the presence of mind to be obsessed with it. Shout out to y'all who just who've become a mainstay, who've used battle rap to really enrich your lives, literally. Shout out to y'all. But I have that's not me. That's not my life. So I can't tell you who battled in which Summer Madness, or which Gnome event, or which Survivor Series volume, or but it amazes me how this guy can all of a sudden pull out some street card and tell some people, chastise people for not being street enough, and that they should leave the commentary alone, and people shouldn't be talking crazy about Geechee Gotti, as if Geechee Gotti didn't make a decision on his own. No one forced this guy to cross state lines and decide to go run up and steal some pills out of a pharmacy. No one forced that guy to do anything. And then it ends up on the news. You're not complaining to the news reporters and journalists who reported this. Who you complaining against is folks, regular, everyday people who got a camera and a device and decide to record and talk about some shit. That's who the problem is. This guy will face his camera. I'm talking about Smack White. Like, yo, sir. Think about all the stuff you've done that's supposed to have been good to help people, and think about what you do to represent yourself on film. When you speak, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like you're looking like you already sauced up. Like you look like your eyes, like you're under the influence of something. And you're supposed to be an example, a Godfather. Like, when does the Godfather leave the vices alone, at least for one moment? Leave the vices alone. Hey, you're a grown man. You can do whatever you want. Well, you're supposed to be an example, right? A role model, a leader, to show virgins like Eunice a better way, right? Because young people are coming up behind you. They see in the brickwork, the foundation, the all the work you've laid down for everybody to come behind and see and showcase their talent and build and contribute. But you want to be on the stream as an adult man, an old man, old, talking street shit, nonsense, garbage, and be under the influence. Like, you look like you're already faded. You can see it in the eyes. Like your man who talk about being real, you can see it in the eyes. And you can saw it in his eyes. Unless you want to glaze and lie and protect and be afraid to speak your mind, you can see how faded this guy was, man. And of course, you already know his partners are going to go against. They're going to go with the whole narrative of why are people bringing up old footage of Geechee Gotti exposing himself in the Queens Flip you're helping authorities do. Oh, we don't do that. We street people. They pick and choose when it's convenient to be street, and forget about the whole aspect of the fact that there was a wrongdoing that was done, a criminal act that was done. It is what it is. Like you made your bed, lie in it. People have a right to say whatever they want. It's freedom of speech. You can't gatekeep people for saying what they want. These people are so fake. They don't have the power that you think they have. The power is within you. You as a consumer, you as a supporter, you as a fan, right? You as a person who likes the culture, who likes battle rap. You decide what you're going to support and what you're not going to support. This whole thing with this bootleg thing that came up, going back to the stream, all the streams is it's not financially advantageous to them anymore because people bootleg, they steal. Well, think about all the bad blood he's generated over the years dealing with people in the battle rap community or his peers. Is you want to single yourself by saying that, you can't copy respect, right? You want to single yourself out, isolate yourself, carve your own situation out and say, F everybody else. Meanwhile, you realize you still have to coexist, but you generated a lot of bad blood over the years, a lot of bad blood. So people are going to consistently bootleg. It's just the whole counterfeit bootleg industry. It's not something anybody can erase. You can't stop a scammer from scamming. It's part of life. All things good and all things bad you find in life. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? You're a grown man. You're caping for a person who lost their freedom, doing something real dumb. And you're disrespecting the same people that are questioning, not everybody, because there's a lot of people that talk about free him, free that guy, free that guy. To me, it's ignorant, right? But the same people you talk about, there's some people that have done some sucker things out here. No, we not about that, this and that, and this. Who does he think he's talking to as far as like the community's small, the community's niche is very small. The same people you criticize are the same people you asking for money to help support a criminal. Sometimes presentation is important. It matters. You're trying to downplay and ridicule people and ridicule and talk about you not taking shots, but at the same time, you're taking shot. Oh, you're not throwing shots at anybody, but you are throwing shots. You look at that bad history, things that had lawsuit that he lost with his former partner that he said wasn't a partner, but it seemed like after he lost that, they took a huge hit. Oh, the money's not the same anymore. Caffeine ain't around. No, it's because, you probably took a huge hit with the Norb situation. Well, whose fault is that? That's neither here nor there. There's a lot of bad history. You had legal battles with RBE and all types of crazy stuff. Blocking battles over the years, doing all kinds of crazy, weird stuff. Everything locked on some kind of app. Nobody really, I mean, really, like, I'm not gonna say nobody really, but like the app is what it is. Like, if you're interested, you get it. If you're not, you don't need it. You don't. People are not genuine. Like this guy, like they'll ask you to support, but then disrespect you for having your own original thought. And they'll disrespect you while they're under the influence of some kind of drug, narcotic, alcohol, anything. They'll quick to disrespect you for having some kind of original thought, for exercising your mind, for thinking critically. It's a shame. It's a shame how it seemed like the IQ level of the battle rap community is so low. It's lower than what I thought for an art form for people in the community to produce such powerful battles, powerful, thought-provoking, beautiful art through their writing. Outside of that, separate from that, you listen to like their character and what they do and how they think and perform in the real world, in real life. There's a shift, a nasty disconnect there. The math isn't mathing. Entire disconnect. Folks are now questioning all kinds of stuff about Ghostwriter. Is the Ghostwriter themselves bad versus the person who pays for the ghostwriting or who receives the written rhymes? They're both bad. That's how it's been. Like who cares? But they're both bad though. Like these people don't understand. Oh no, but you taking money out of the ghostwriter. The ghostwriter didn't solicit any help or whatever. And what if they did? Do you know every ghostwriter out here? No, you don't. But the whole thing about having a ghostwriter just basically dampens and puts a shit stain on everything you're trying to do. In the world of just entertainment, as far as MCing, when you hear somebody who you love as an artist have a ghostwriter, oh man, you can't look at them the same anymore. And that's if you're a purist. But I guess the art form ain't pure like that anymore. Guess it's not. Sad, man. But battle rap to come to this point. What's up to people in the chat? What's up? It's just sad. Like we thought ever since when not we as in everybody, but I remember seeing how when money came into the picture, it really brought a lot of changes. I guess evolution is a thing. But all this other extra stuff, folks don't know how to manage their lives. Forget about managing money. They can't manage their lives. These people are counting how much money this guy might have made. He was champion of the year a couple times. A guy who got caught stealing pills from California and got caught stealing pills in Ohio. They're just people counting his money. How many times he won the Drake, the champion of the year. He won Drake competition. He split that money with Rum Nitty, and he got all kinds of different things going on. Everybody counting his brick, but everybody counting his money. And it's true though. If you top tier and you doing all this and you got all this going on, why are you putting yourself in a position? Why are you placing yourself in a position where you have to steal money? Not even steal money. What am I saying? Steal money. You got to go commit a crime states away that you told the world years prior that you used to doing. And it's a problem if people talk about it. So you mean to tell me my commentary or people like me who made commentary up to this point are going to add trouble, are going to make his case worse? No, it's not. It's already out there. He laughed about it. And then he gets on the stream with his cohorts that does podcasting. He gets on the stream with them talking about everything is going as planned. Laughing with Jazz the Rapper and Emerson Kennedy talk about everything is going as planned. I don't know if Jazz was on there, but I heard Emerson talking about how jail is something that, that was controlled and devised by the Europeans and all. You're not talking about the action that took place in general. You're not talking about the crime that he committed, period. Like you commit a crime, you need a place to go. I don't care who created it. I don't care if aliens created it. That's not the point. People don't understand that they don't see how what they do, and especially if it's from an art form that people love globally, worldwide, internationally, their actions are being watched. They're being scrutinized. Black Levin in the building, mix in the building. They're being scrutinized. So people are following their lead. They're following their actions. They're watching them. The little babies, little people that, people don't think about, right? might look at you as their hero, might look at a Smack White like a hero, right? Like, yo, battle rap, yo, oh yeah, he's a pioneer, godfather, battle rap. This is, oh yeah, look at this artist that, this, they look up to these people because, some people don't have heroes to look up to. So they go to the internet and they find them, and they might find these guys, right? They don't see how they have a responsibility now because they were bestowed a certain level of a talent or a skill to use, to entertain people, to enrich someone's life, no matter how small, make a difference. Then you end up in a bad situation, to no fault of anybody, but you end up in a bad situation, and then you want to be indignant to those who have been supporting you, and even you don't even they're so void of a conscience and so ignorant, they're not even going to apologize on how they let people down. Smack with the disrespectful, dumbass comments that he didn't think through, and Geechee Gotti with his dumbass behavior. And Emerson Kennedy and the likes of people like him who supporting Geechee and the dumbass shit he did. Come on, man. With baseless, empty rhetoric that got nothing to do with the fact that this dude committed a crime. So it's like, big up everybody who commits crimes. Give them money too. Throw money at them. Make it make sense. Doesn't work like that, man. Doesn't work like that. These people are weird. People are weirdos. And then we'll ask you for money. Oh, we need lawyer fees. I thought you were of the street. And you got street people telling you when you're doing dirt in the street, you need to have your lawyer money up. That's what street people are telling you. I thought you were of the street. What kind of street person? You can't even manage that. You can't even do that right. And you got a bunch of money coming through your hands. You can't even do that. Give it up. Life is making them sit down. This battle rap shit is corny. It's corny. I see how some people like they want to get back into interviewing rappers, interviewing people, talk about future events coming up. It's corny. Nobody excited about nothing. Nobody excited about nothing. Well, guess more about any event. There are no events coming up that people excited about. Only your battle rap bubble. That's it. But the world is bigger than your bubble. We got some shit going on in Iran that motherfuckers need to think about, really, right? It could have some wild implications. Nobody talks about that in the community, as if that shit don't have any whatever. Some shit popped off in Mexico. Seriously, some shit going on. Look, it's a whiteout right here where I'm at. Whiteout, blizzard, whiteout. It's called real life. It's called real life. But these weirdos will tell you something about some battle rap, this infantile, immature fantasy bullshit. You blessed enough to make money off your fantasy. You're going to fuck it up and try to inject some realism. When keeping it real goes wrong, Dave Chappelle style, fuck around and mess up, get blammed, right? End up in the clink, right? In a bad situation you can't get out of, and then wonder why you got there after the fact, and talk about, oh, the community, there's a community dying, the community, you're not helping it evolve. And this guy's supposed to be a leader. Lead properly. First of all, don't do a stream and be faded. People already laugh at him because he can't formulate words and thoughts together like that. But you could tell he has a skill set. I'm talking about Smack, the guy on the stream, on the thumbnail. He can't formulate words. He chops. He butchers names. He's just not a great orator. Can't speak well. His partner Beasley could do a better job than him. But they both support ignorant behavior. And that's it.